have to say that I agree that if we could find a way to, part of what I'd like to see happen now is to have an assignment, if you will, for the organization to go back to Camp Liberty and find every English-speaking person and have each one of them talk about their background. These are living human witnesses to the passion for freedom and the risk they are taking 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And if that were put together right, you'd suddenly have people looking up going, there's something happening here I don't understand, and I need to know more about it. So they understand and cannot hide from the reality that the United States today is behaving in a shameful manner, having failed to keep its word. And my closing thought's very simple. Every person you saw on television just now, every person who spoke to you from Camp Liberty is risking their life for freedom every day. All we're asking you to do is put a little time and a little effort in an amazing level of safety so that you can be their supporters and you can make their risk and their sacrifice pay off by getting the United States government to do what it should already be doing. Thank you very, very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, for those that don't know me, I was the last commander of Ashraf. I was the one that turned over the responsibility to the Iraqi government. Today, I want to brief you on my experience working in Ashraf, the dedication and sacrifice of the people of Ashraf, and the things that they've done under terrible hardship, and all of this endures today. My heart is heavy with sadness for what has been done to these unarmed and defenseless people. This world is silent on their plight, but they did have hope for a new Iran, and they stand as a beacon for that new hope. Ladies and gentlemen, these people are heroes who have never faltered in their responsibility and duty. Never. Last September was the biggest massacre of them all, when agents of Iran in Iraq launched an early morning assault on Camp Ashraf, where they systematically went through the camp and executed unarmed residents, killing over 52 of them. Those that did not die outright were shot point blank in the head to finish them off. What kind of human beings can do that to a wounded person in a medical facility? The dead from that attack were recently buried in mass graves, and no autopsies were done. No UN representatives were present. The Iraqi government has turned Ashraf into a concentration camp, and the people are being brutalized by people with power.
And I will never give up spreading their message. I will never give up supporting our heroes in Camp Liberty. And I'd like to ask everybody in this hall and whoever is or will be watching this event, double your effort to help this good cause. The goal is one thing. Human rights, and the goal is one thing. Regime change in Iran by Iranian people for democracy and human rights in Iran. The Iranian people certainly deserve that.
Madam Maryam Rajavi courageously became the persona of Iranian democratic opposition, followed the paths of Iran's great leaders like Dr. Mohammad Mossadegh, gave us the courage to stand up, each in our own personal lives, and became the voice of the voiceless, agent of change and transformation, serve the oppressed and refugees, and take a national and international stand against the destructive trends of past 35 years, all caused by the Iranian regime and its international allies. Regime change to a democratic system of government in Iran is a prerequisite to security, stability, and peace in Iran, Middle East, and the world. On women's rights, what was particularly inspiring was the nearly 1,000 women in Camp Ashraf, now in Camp Liberty. Every time I think about what these brave women had endured in the hands of the mullahs, and instead they got stronger, more resolute. By even thinking about them, I feel stronger, I feel dedicated, and I feel elated. That's the feeling that millions of Iranian women get from these valiant women in Camp Liberty.
Ladies and gentlemen, not only did the mullahs not eliminate the MEK, but I am proud to say that I am the third generation of the MEK. We cannot be eliminated. My beloved friend Asiye, who is a few years older than me and had gone to Ashraf from California, was killed by the mullah's agents. But in fact, she is alive. She is alive in every one of us here. My message to the Ayatollahs is simple, but very clear. Over the years, the courageous, selfless, and brave went across border to Camp Ashraf and devoted their lives to the liberation of Iran and ideal of freedom. These are the Ashrafis, who are now in Liberty prisons. I want the mullahs to know that the youth in Liberty have become today's role models for me and many others like me. They have shown us that no obstacle is insurmountable. This generation's addition to the previous will sweep the Ayatollahs from the political scene of Iran into where they belong, the dustbin of history. I have one more message, and this one is for the mentor of my father's generation, Masoud Rajabi. And I want to end with what my father used to chant in the streets of Tehran before he was arrested. The world must know that Masoud is our teacher. خلق جهان بداند مسعود معلم ماست. Thank you.